Today's focus will be on Birla Institute of Management Technology, commonly known as BIMTECH. We have with us Dr. Prabina Rajib, who is the director of BIMTECH, to give us insights. A bit about Dr. Rajib. Her academic journey began with a PhD in finance from IIT Kharagpur. In addition to her teaching responsibilities, Dr. Rajib has showcased exemplary leadership in various administrative capacities in IIT Kharagpur. She was also Chairperson Placement and Dean BGSR IIT Kharagpur, Chairperson WASH during her tenure there. She has made significant contributions to the academic community through her overseas teaching assignments at Bangkok, Purdue University, USA, and Curtin Business School, Australia. In addition to 4 books and numerous research papers in high-ranking journals, Dr. Rajib regularly contributes articles to newspapers sharing her insights and knowledge with a wider audience. She has received the prestigious Fulbright Scholarship in 1999 and was honored with the Best Case Study Award in 2022. Welcome on board, Dr. Rajib. It's an honor to have you. My first question would be, BIMTECH was established in 1988. So could you share some insights on the journey and the achievements so far?
Yes, thank you, Prava ma'am, for giving me this opportunity, and thank you, Career 360, for providing this opportunity to me for sharing about various aspects, various growth of BIMTECH. BIMTECH started in 1988 in New Delhi, and we moved to one of the finest, most beautiful campus in Greater Noida. And initially we started with PGDM program, and over time period to meet the need of the industry, we have introduced other programs such as PGDM Insurance Management, PGDM Retail Management, and PGDM International Business. And we are also offering PGDM in an online mode. And we also have a very active executive fellow program in management and fellow program in management. And in addition to that, our faculty members have been very well known to do a lot of management development program, and incredible amount of quality research is done at BIMTECH, as well as many consultancy initiatives have been done. So from a modest batch size of 30-35, we are now a batch size of about 480 students. And you will be very happy to know that on every year, we have about 25 to 30 students from different foreign nations come and do a full-time 2-year program. So as we speak today, we have about 65 students in the campus from various countries like Austria, Bangladesh, Nepal, Uganda, Syria. So these students come here and do 2-year full-time program. And we come from one of the most well-known business family of Birlas, and their philanthropic views on providing education to make lives better of many students is percolates in any initiative we do here. And AICT also has, entrusted faith on us, and we have been given Category 1 graded autonomy institution. We are NBA accredited. All our academic programs are NBA accredited. And you will also be very happy to know that we are one of the few institutions in India which is ACSP accredited. So,
yeah, I'll be coming to that in detail in a bit later. In your opinion, what sets BIMTECH apart, from other business schools? Because that's what students look for. What does it?
I would say that almost all business schools are trying their level best to bring in the best academic component, and you would agree to that India is, our focus for education, lifelong education has done a world of good to each of us. So every B school is trying their own way. Here at BIMTECH, we are undertaking a lot of initiatives to bring experiential learning. For example, recently what we have done is that students are doing a lot of certification which are embedded into the curriculum. For example, let's say a student which is focusing on digital marketing. So the student is doing a digital marketing course offered by Meta. Similarly, a student who is passionate about operations, this particular student is doing course from, PMP certification. So what we have done is that these internationally, globally accredited certifications are part of the curriculum, and when a student is doing those certifications, we are giving one of the internal component. So instead of a professor doing a evaluation of 20-25 marks, so if a student is completing that examination, taking the certification, and which happens to be a proctored examination, we are not allowing students to do and take any certification which is not proctored. So we do a lot of due diligence in terms of which subject will have a best fit to the current subject or some of the subjects. So this is one thing which we are doing. Our students, in fact, we have, because we offer 5 different programs, the need of each program has very unique. For example, our PGTM retail students do a 1 month on the job training in addition to the summer internship, which is inherent part of any management curriculum, because retail management students require some specific training program. They spend 1 month in a retail organization to understand end-to-end process on how retail organizations offer, and that's one of the very, very unique and interesting aspect of our curriculum. Similarly, international business students do a lot of, they go to different international ports and understand how the export-import is done, what are the regulatory issues. Similarly, our insurance program, which is one of the best insurance program in India. So, a lot of courses we have, we are MOU with Loma, we have MOU with Excedence, we have MOU with Aksare. So these are the organizations which come and offer certifications and take courses here at BIMTECH. So in addition to academic component which is offered by the faculty members, we are also we have a lot of tie-ups with industry so that we can have a lot of experiential learning incorporated into the curriculum.
So while every admission process in every B school, you have entrance course to shortlist and a PIGD extempore, and while academic things are, that's from the student's point of view. But I'd like to ask, what does BIMTECH look for in a student? Because when you are doing the selection, what are you looking for? What kind of students do you think you would like to take?
Most of our students are, coming from very high CAT percentile and JAT percentile. So these national level competitions takes care of a lot of quantitative skills, a lot of, communication skills and all. But while we interview the students, when we are interviewing GDPI, we see whether the student has something, some spark, some uniqueness, something, he or she is passionate about it. Because you have to have a hunger in the belly to achieve something in life. So that is something which we see, that whether the student is passionate about something, be it sports, be it academics, be it movies, be it language, be it, what kind of extracurricular activity the student has done, whether he or she has done some entrepreneurial initiatives. So before every admission season, we have a lot of debate and discussion so that all faculty members, and by the way, we involve our alums in a significant way in our GDPI process, so that they also help us in identifying the right candidate. So these are some what we call idiosyncratic factor of a particular student. We want to see that spark. There has to be a spark in the student.
BIMTECH offers 4 PGDM programs, like there's a general one, and there's international business, insurance business management, and retail management. Now, it is confusing for a child to, pick up, because not many of them are really aware how it goes out, at the end of the course, which kind of roles and all. Probably the faculty and BIMTECH would know better. So how does a student decide? If you could give some insights on what factors they should think of, or does the institute also help during selection time?
See, I would also like to say here, ma'am, is that students are very knowledgeable nowadays, and institutions, companies, and organizations like you, which have democratized the information related to various B schools, what they are doing. So, students do a lot of due diligence. Go to the website, they see the curriculum, they see which kind of a companies are coming to recruit from that particular program. So students do a tremendous amount of research, and also before the admission season we also have a lot of information sharing discussions, and our faculty members reach out to the students. We have open houses in terms of offline as well as online open houses. In fact, we invite the parents of the students also when we are interacting with the students, in case they have certain ideas about or certain views about a certain sector specific program, we try to share with them. And general management is definitely good, but even in a general management, a student tries to focus on a niche area during the 2 years of his or her journey. So here, in such program, the student come up with lot of information, lot of knowledge. In fact, many students say that we don't want to join a PGDM program because we are passionate about insurance, or we are passionate about international business, or we are passionate about retail management. So large set of students who come because they want to do it, and only few insignificant portion of the students join because they cannot get admission into the PGDM program. So a large, about 40 to 50 or 60% of the students come because they want to pursue that line of business, a line of management degree. In fact, as you see, insurance India's the maximum number of private as well as all international players in the insurance business operate in India. Retail is the biggest job creator, and retail is the biggest, retail sector is contributing to India's GDP in a significant way. So students do come with a lot of views, and they select on their own. We facilitate, we share the job, we share the companies which are coming, what is the average package, and so on and so forth. We do that, but it's finally the students who choose that.
Thank you very much. My next question is about the AACSB accreditation. Now, we all know that it's a very quality, there's a lot of quality value attached to it, because it's a very unique accreditation. So schools only have it. But from a student point of view, they really do not have much of a knowledge about what it is about and how does it impact. So if you can just give that insight, like how does it matter to a student if an institute is AACSB accredited? How does it help in, if they go abroad, all those things?
So we'll see the AACSB accreditation point of view from two parameters. One is this AACSB accreditation has helped us in internationalizing our program in terms of the number of students we are able to attract to join into our program, and also the number of students whom we are sending for a semester away, term away program. In fact, in the month of January, every year, January term, we send about 40 to 50 students who will go and do a term away program, 3 months, 4 months in different foreign institutions. So that is and because we have a MOU and all, he is waived for the students. All international, this term away program, students don't pay any fee to the foreign country, foreign B school where they are going. Of course, their travel and local living expenses, students have to bear. So this ACSP accreditation has helped us in, making our program, making BIMTECH's academic journey is more internationalized. That's one part of it. The second part of it is that, please note that ACSB ensures, or even our NBA accreditation ensures, that we have to have a 3 years of experience in the sector. In fact, in the month of January, every year, January term, we send about 40 to 50 students who will go and do a term away program, 3 months, 4 months in different foreign institutions. So that is and because we have a objective based learning. If I am, suppose a student is learning a subject on financial accounting, what are the minimum the student must learn? Many B schools which do not have this very standard rigid process, there would be one curriculum, professor will be teaching something. And so this process, it's like an audit process. It ensures that if you have a learning objective, you have a learning goal, and for every subject you match this learning objective, and our feedback forms are also dovetailed towards that, when the student is giving a feedback, whether the student has been able to achieve those learning objectives which is expected from a student. So ACSB in a nutshell has helped us in internationalizing. We are able to send about 15 to 20% of our students go and do a one-term away. This is doing a world of good to them, because this is giving a completely different perspective to how living in a different country, understanding about business, language, culture, making lifelong friend in another country. So this is one part. Another part, it has brought lot of due diligence in terms of our course delivery, examination, and making it a far more robust as a organization.
If you had to talk about the key learning outcomes that students will get, what would they be? One or two of them.
See, as we say that students, when they are graduating from here, they have to be employable. That's the first and foremost requirement, which we, as any business school or and BIMTECH stands for. So giving them domain knowledge, making them industry ready, that's our first and foremost priority. In addition to that, we also have a lot of emphasis on discussing on sustainability way of business, ethical way of doing business, and also entrepreneurship. So we have, from the semester 1 onwards, we have a subject on lead. In that, the student is start thinking about new entrepreneurship. So how they will start the business, what kind of a market survey they will do. So it is a 2-year journey. The lead is a program which does not start in a one semester and ends in a one semester. So what we are doing, the student will be thinking about business, making groups, making business proposals, going to give a presentation, may start a business within the campus. So, and this particular course is evaluated over a 2-year, rather than it's not evaluated in not a 1 year. So we are also focusing a lot on developing the entrepreneurial mindset among the students. So to summarize, making them industry ready so that they join with lot of knowledge, lot of knowledge and skill set, so that the company whichever is recruiting our student, they feel that, oh my God, this student is really delivering whatever he or she is expected to do. That's one part. In addition to thinking about entrepreneurship and sustainability and ethical way of doing business is something which we are very, very keenly, we want that our students to imbibe during these 2 years. So that is something which we are very mindful.
Students these days not just look at the learning outcomes, they also see the infrastructure, the facilities that are available. So if you want to describe some of the facilities and support structures at BIMTECH, what would they be?
One is the support structure, academic support structure. And one is the non-academic, in the sense they are hostel life. The rooms they stay, the kind of infrastructure this is provided. All rooms are AC, all rooms are heating, majority of the rooms are single rooms. And we have one of the finest food facility, hostel facility in terms of food. The student decide the menu. We don't decide the menu. They have something called food conduit. So every month they sit with the mess staffs. So they decide the menu, what is going to be delivered. And we have gym, we have a sports officer which is engaged for various kinds of sports activity. We encourage, very, very strongly encourage our students to participate in B school events of. In fact, we financially fund if they have gone to the final label for some of the best B schools. So financially, we support them. So we are also supporting them in organizing various kinds of every club conduit has a budget. So the beginning of the year, they come up with a proposal. So budget is given to them. And they are also very actively involved in admission. A whole lot of responsibility is completely, done by the admission students who are in admission committee. The whole placement activity is practically student driven at BIMTECH. So there is a dance, there is a debating society, there is editorial club. In fact, lot of video content which is being generated by BIMTECH is completely done by the student. They have their recording studio, editing studio. Whatever facility is required, we have provided. All social media post is practically managed by the student body here. So this is one part, and another part is that we have one of the best library. We provide textbooks at the beginning of every term. In fact, you'll be very happy to know that we have just 3 months before we have gone for 12 terminal Bloomberg terminal. We have a Bloomberg lab we have set up. We are in the process of setting up few other labs so that students are better learning environment. We will be able to provide better learning environment. And ma'am, I have been in management education for 24 years. I have visited many B schools in different capacities. Without sounding immodest, I can say BIMTECH has one of the finest hostel facilities and food facilities and gym facilities, etc. That's I don't want to compare by naming some of the institutions. That's probably not right, but I keep telling the students here that please go to so and so institute, so that you will be able to understand and compare and see that how privileged you are.
It's actually in fact good environment apart from the academic one, because classrooms are classrooms. The rest of the time has to be spent in a very nice, clean environment.
Yes, and also one thing I would like to say here, the chairperson Jaishri Mohta ma'am, who is the who belongs to the Billa family, she is extremely careful that not only the good academic environment has to be given, a very good living environment also has to be given, because students carry back a lot of positive memory in terms of how they stayed in the hostel, what they did and all that. So she is extremely mindful of it, and she personally looks into that the students are given the best of the living facility.
My next question is about the industry connect and internships now. This is very important for every management graduate. It is a part of the job. It has to be facilitated because that allows them to get a feel of the corporate world and also challenges that come with. So how is this facilitated at BIMTECH?
Actually, we have in the 2 sector specific programs, we have a significant amount of involvement in our program. For example, in our insurance program, we have, AXA Ray, we have a MOU, accidents, we have MOU, we have a lot of industry veterans come in. And in fact, you'll be very happy to know Mr. Tapan Singhal, who is the CEO of Bajaj Alliance, is our distinguished faculty, honorary faculty. So we get who's who of the India's insurance program to come and deliver lecture. And another good thing about this particular institution, ma'am, is that we have kind of a mandated that for every subject, we will have a 20% of the lectures has to be taken by industry person. So this is one of the ACSB requirement, which we have, which it is not ACSB requirement, which we have, ACSB allows you to set set certain targets. So we have set our target is that every subject, 20% of the classes has to be taken by the industry. So this is one part of insurance program. We are very, very strongly connected to Retail Association of India, RAI, for our retail program. CII is also, we have a lot of initiative with the CII for our international business program. And we have MOU. Very recently, we have signed a MOU with an organization called Gulf Decentra, which is offering a complete courses on blockchain applications in business. And ma'am, you will be very happy to know that we are already started the process of BIMcoin. It is like a CBDC, central bank digital currency. We are going to have the CBDC in our within our BIMTECH. That is, students will not be using their UPIs. They will be issued BIM coins, and they can go to cafeteria, they can go to food joint within the campus, and they'll be able to buy and sell using the BIM coins. So this particular initiative has a twofold, because students know how this the digital currency will be working. It is completely student-led initiative, which is massively supported by the organization called Gulf Decentra. And there's a lot of excitement among the students to be part of it and issue this digital currency and buy and sell this digital currency. So what we are saying that we are trying, our level best to bring in more industry connect. And in this context, ma'am, I would like to see that very recently we invited the chief data scientist of Kroger, which is Mr. Anthony Killaley. He is from USA. He came and took 30-hour session on personalization and retail. So how retail organizations are able to using AI machine learning. And we have trained all our students on Python. We are training all our students on AI, completely taken by industry veterans. So a lot of initiatives we are taking to make our students more industry ready.
Placements are very crucial because most of the students actually look at that when they join. It's important for them. So can you give some details about the recent placement and that happened at BIMTECH, the top recruiters, what kind of roles, what are the packages?
Ma'am, absolutely, you are 100% right. Every student should look at the return on investment, and either the students are taking money, loan from different banks, or their parents are funding this higher education. So as academic institutions, we are very mindful that we should provide a placement platform where students will be able to get placed. Ma'am, we are in the process right now. Without naming a company, I can say that till now, the highest placement has gone up to 25 lakh salary. Last year, our average salary across these 480 students was about 12 lakh. This year, at this point in time, we are in the process, so I will not be able to exactly tell what is going to be average salary. But what we are very mindful is that we are reaching out to, new companies. We are reaching out to, companies which are not in a traditional domain, so that we share our program delivery, new initiatives we are taking. And I'm very hopeful that we will be better in terms of our average salary this year.
Is there any message that you would like to give on the management aspect? Because that is just completed. The results are to be announced, and there are a bunch of other exams that they will be writing. So any message that you would like to give them?
Is it to the students who are aspiring to join a management program?
Yes.
Of course, they should be doing a lot of due diligence in terms of which colleges they are, which universities they are, and which programs they are, focusing. And they should also be very open to sector-specific programs. In terms of, like, for example, if they are thinking about anybody who's offering, let's say, BFSI, MBA or PGDM in banking and finance, or MBA in insurance, MBA in retail. So this is something which is, a lot of people, a lot of students think that MBA General Management is better than these sector-specific programs. I would say that that's absolutely a misnomer. In fact, students who join sector-specific programs, they have done equally well, if sometimes better. So the students should be, opening their horizon, go and probe further, and don't have a very fixed mindset or blinkered view that I'm going to be joining only PGDM or General Management program, MBA program. And also, my suggestion to them would be is that have a world view in terms of what is happening globally, what is happening, in India, what are the government policies being taken, what major initiatives are taken by different industry. They should be wanting to, they should be joining the management program with lot of expectation that what they want to do. It's not that I would join the management program, I learn something, and I am going to be getting any job being provided by the college, and I am going to make a life out of it. That should not be the thought process. That should be which industry they want to join, which companies they want to join, what is their career goal, whether they want to be expert in, let's say, cybersecurity expert, whether they want to be expert in, let's say, digital marketing, they should be, or they want to be a brand personality, they want to be going into finance. So they should come up with some views about their expectation from the management program. So not that this is going to stay, people will change, but at least we expect a student to tell that why he or she wanting to join the management. At BIMTECH, we are not ki nahi, kuch bhi mil jayega, whatever you are going to give, hum le lenge. No, that's not going to be what we are looking in a system. We want to see that the student has done a homework. They know why they are applying to BIMTECH. They know what they are expecting from their 2-year management program. I'm sure the same is expected from all other B schools. So student must be joining any management program, not because the parents want, not because they feel that this is the, I don't have anything else, that's what I am going to do. They should they should join this program with lot of research, lot of due diligence.
I think if you're going to make a career and your life depends on that, the quality of your life, you should have to, literally do a little bit of research. After all, when we buy a mobile or even a cloth, we take that kind of...
Exactly.
We take that kind of, this is the camera, this is the specs.
Yes.
Similarly, I think for a college, it's very, very important. Very, very
and also colleges also started looking for it, because many colleges, many good institution or university, they are saying we don't mind keeping our seats not filled up unless we get a good student. So we are open to that if we don't get good student, we don't mind keeping some of our seats vacant, but we are going to take students who knows about what he is expecting from management education, what he is expecting from life at that point in time. Maybe things will change as he or she joins the program and his interest may change. But unless the student, as I said, unless the student has a spark, unless the student has some amount of, inquisitiveness, some brilliance, any B school will probably not take them.
Yeah, true. A fire in the belly, like you said.
Yes.
Very, very important. Fair enough. Last question is, what is your vision for BIMTECH over the next decade?
We would be one of the finest B school in India.
It's a very, very commendable target, I guess.
It's a target, and I'm very hopeful we'll be able to achieve.
Always. That should. It works for both the students also. Because you have to give a lot of quality, a lot of other facilities. Then only more students come in, and then it's a win-win situation for everyone. Thank you so much, Dr. Rajib, for the insights that you have shared.
Thank you, Prabha ma'am, and I'm expressing my sincere gratitude to whole Career 360 team for giving me this platform to share my vision, share my views. And I'm very hopeful that maybe 3 or 4 years down the line, we will be discussing at a very different length, very different platform.
Okay, sure. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.